The man, the myth, the legend that is Shinji Mikami. This man has just made game after game that I've loved and enjoyed. And obviously just come across the news that he's leaving Tango Gameworks. This is the studio he founded like 12 years ago, I think it is. That's a long ass time. It is. And what does it mean for the studio going forward? I haven't got a clue. But obviously there was an email that went out that explained that obviously he was leaving in the next couple of months, and they look forward to like new creative studio heads, if you will, for the games like Hi-Fi Rush and whatever's going to become of Evil Within. And then you've got Ghostwire Tokyo, which, Shinji only directed the first Evil Within. Just so we're clear, right? He produced Evil Within 2. He produced Ghostwire. And I'm not sure what he did on Hi-Fi Rush, but obviously he would have been involved with it. But he hasn't really been, like, I don't know how to put this, like the creative lead on any of these games since the first Evil Within. And I've been following this man a while, and I've been looking at interviews and watching interviews and whatnot, and I came across a lot of the time that he seems to be burnt out on horror. So a lot of people are going to be seeing this as like, holy shit, he's done, like Tango Gameworks is trash, it's gonna go under, it sucks now, it's lost its like main man. Right, the biggest success Tango's had is Hi-Fi Rush. As much as I hate to admit that, it's probably Hi-Fi Rush. Shinji's not really massively involved with that, other than like he's helped train the studio, he's helped mentor the studio, he's helped push John Johannes to new things, which John Johannes is director on that, and John Johannes was director on Evil Within 2, which some would argue are the two best games out of Tango. I know some of you guys are going to be like, whoa, Evil Within 1 is the superior product. I get it, honestly, right? But just from a critical standpoint, Evil Within 2, Hi-Fi Rush. Obviously, Hi-Fi Rush were leading the pack. And John Johannes was in charge of those, so it still has that guy. John Johannes is still at Tango Gameworks, so it's not just about Shinji. So the future's not exactly like negative, but some people are going to be seeing this as like the end of horror at Tango, and I don't think that'll be the case. Evil Within's its IP. It's got to have another crack at it, and I think it will have another crack at it. Obviously, Shinji Mikami's not going to be involved, so... And we don't know if John Johannes is even going to direct that third game, so... Are we going to get another Evil Within where it doesn't even feel like 1, and it doesn't feel like 2, and it feels completely different again? Only time will tell. But Shinji Mikami's moving on. I don't know. Obviously, the email never said where he was going, what he was doing, but they never do. You'll probably hear about what he's doing like a couple of months after the fact that he's left, maybe even a year. What do I think he'll do? I couldn't imagine he would go back to Capcom. I couldn't imagine. I know he's said in the past that he would like to have another crack at Resident Evil, but it's like, this man said that he's done with horror. He doesn't want anything to do with it, so why would he go back to Capcom? I couldn't imagine he would do that. I personally think you're probably going to see him with a studio just weirdly. Like, it's going to be like a weird studio, like Square Enix or something weird like that. I can't imagine he goes back to Capcom. I know some people are already going with that. Oh god, he's going to go back to Capcom. He's going to do Resident Evil again. I just don't see it. Would I welcome it? Of course I would. This man has made some of the best games of all time. He got me into horror, if I'm being honest. He did. Resident Evil was my first horror experience. Wasn't the movies. It was video games, and it was the first Resident Evil in 96. That's what changed everything for me. It did. That really got me into the genre. So wherever this man goes, whatever he does, I'll always try his products, even if they're not horror. Because, he's made Vanquish, he's made God Hand, Not that I'm a big fan of God Hand, but this man has made some really, really good games. He's made Resident Evil what it is, and he made Resident Evil 4. Like, doesn't get bigger than that. This man is a legend. So whatever he does, I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, it's not the end of Tango before anyone says it's not. At least I don't think it is. Some people are going to think it is because obviously they swear by that first Evil Within. And I get it. I literally used to be like the exact same way. You wouldn't believe, I did not like Evil Within 2 when it first came out. I wasn't a big fan because I gotta admit I'm an old head. I don't like change, and things were changed. But anyway, Shinji Mikami's leaving. It's not the end of the world, but it definitely sucks. And I'm sure Microsoft's like, fuck, we just bought these motherfuckers and he's already leaving. Alright guys, that's all I got. I'll catch you later.